That's good. All right, let's take a look at what we saw just a few moments ago. Roland Burris at the airport on his way to Washington. Here's what he had to say.
Separate myself from Rod Blagojevich. He carried out his duties, and he filled the vacancy as according to law. Isn't that correct? Isn't that what the statute says? That the governor shall appoint a person to fill the vacancy. It didn't say anything about being tainted or being associated or being, stink. I mean, this is all politics and theater. But I am the junior senator according to every law book in the nation.
You heard the man. I am the junior senator according to every law book in the nation. Let's bring in the panel. Mo Alithi is a former Hillary Clinton campaign spokesman. Matt Lewis is a blogger with AOL's Political Machine blog. And Jonathan Allen is a reporter with CQPolitics.com. Jonathan, let's go backwards and start with you. The man says, look, I was appointed by the sitting governor of Illinois. That's exactly the way the Constitution works in our state. I'm on my way to Washington. Has this changed? Do you see him taking that seat?
Out there. What will happen when he shows up, and even there with the next couple days after that? He is right that the Illinois governor has the sole discretion to appoint him to that seat between federal law under the United States Constitution and under the Illinois state law. But there are questions as to whether the Senate has the right then under the Constitution to refuse to seat him as being the sole arbiter of the judge of qualifications of a senator.
Yeah, let me go to you, Matt Lewis, but on the basis of what? I mean, at what point right now can they deny him this seat? He was appointed by a sitting governor who has no indictment against him as of this moment.
Absolutely. I mean, look, as a conservative, I'd preface it by saying I would love for a conservative Republican to get this seat. I also think it's kind of ridiculous in this day and age that we have governors appointing senators. But having said that, as far as I can tell, we still live under the rule of law in this country. And Blago is, in fact, the governor, and his appointment should be seated.
Mo Alithi, your thoughts on this? I mean, who he's going to negotiate with when he gets there? He said, he's going to go and basically talk to Dick Durbin. What happens now?
Well, look, I think no one really questions the credibility or the integrity or qualifications of Roland Burris.
Right.
But he is tainted. This is a tainted appointment by a tainted governor. I think for this all to resolve itself, he's going to have to be legitimized by someone else. Maybe that's the United States Senate. Maybe that's if Blagojevich is pushed out of there through impeachment. It's the new governor may decide that Roland Burris is their pick. Someone else is going to have to legitimize this guy for him to remove the taint. He may get seated, but if he is seated, he's going to have this hanging over him. I don't think the people of Illinois are going to want that.
Yeah, I go back to the basic facts on the table, and you can't blame Roland Burris, Jonathan Allen, for handling this the way he is. He also said that he had not heard anything from Barack Obama's folks, and that he had not talked to Blagojevich's folks. He wants to make it clear that he's not Senate candidate number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. He's somebody totally different who hasn't been involved in this.
Yeah, he's apparently Senate candidate 99. He's like the man in the plastic bubble. He hasn't talked to Blagojevich, hasn't talked to Barack Obama. But it does look like he's going to talk to the people who matter most right now for him. Harry Reid, the Senate Majority Leader, and, of course, Dick Durbin, the Senate Majority Whip, who's the senior senator from Illinois and who must feel like he's in a really difficult position here. Obviously, Roland Burris is someone that he knows from Illinois politics. And obviously, as Mo suggested, nobody's really questioning his credentials or his qualifications, generally speaking, to be a United States senator. But Durbin's in a bad spot here to try to negotiate between what's going on in Illinois and the leadership, and we've seen him be a little quieter on some of this stuff than Harry Reid. Harry Reid, of course, leaving the door open yesterday.
Some folks don't want to legitimize the governor by saying yes to the person that he appointed, but his conditions may be separate from that to some degree. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll talk to all of you soon. Stick around. We'll talk to you a little bit later. And coming up...